This time on Winnie Pop's Beat Shop, this old RV goes from sitting to ripping! Yeah! And here it is, the 1977 Dodge Sportsman RV that I picked up from some less than reputable characters in Columbus, which is about an hour away from me, Columbus, Ohio. And they absolutely destroyed the inside of this thing, as you can see. They got this thing for who knows how much, and their idea was to gut it, make it an open concept, and turn it into a mobile tattoo shop. And this is as far as they got. They proceeded to destroy everything with a Sawzall and pile it all up. And then, long story short, dude ended up in jail and couldn't finish the project. So this is how I got it. 300 American dollars. And she's leaky, she's rattly. But this is how I got it after I got it home. I bought this thing non-running. And drove it home over an hour after it sat. They said, oh, it ran 2 months ago when we drove it here, but we hadn't been able to figure out how to get it running. No ignition. They said, oh, this guy started it with this cylinder thing. There's the title. So after I checked all the fluids and things like that when I got it, the doghouse was off. This is after I drove it home. I put this on to pretty it up a little bit, but the thing ran like poop. I barely made it home. It broke down, stopped running a couple times when the traffic would stop. Ran out of gas because the gas tank is disconnected, and I had to run it off of this fuel line here that I ran from the fuel pump to a gas can just to get it to run long enough to go home. Ran out of gas once right as I took the exit. Luckily, wasn't in the middle of the road or anything like that, and was only a shake away from a gas station, so the tail vehicle was able to drop me off there, get me some gas, and then have me jump out and get back in there. But this is, believe it or not, after I cleaned it up some and dumped a bunch of crap out of it. But yeah, so anyway, unfortunately I didn't get a lot of video of me driving it home or getting it running or anything like that. I was, like I said, it was hot. The guy was the girl was kind of in a hurry to get me out of there. So, you know, and I'm in the ghetto of Columbus where I didn't want to be. So I had to hurry up and jam and get this thing running and get the hell out of there and make it home. There's a little clip that I'll throw in here of me driving it going, ooh, because this thing was just flapping in the wind. Panels were flapping and flying off. People were honking at me on the road. Thing was stinking and smoking and stuff, but I did manage to get it home. First breakdown, out of gas, halfway there. Holy hot dog shit! Made it home. In the 1977 Dodge Diplomat RV. I don't know, Diplomat or something. But it is a Dodge. I don't even know what kind of engine it is. I got it for 300 bucks. 300 bucks. Went there, didn't run, didn't drive. Said it ran 3 months ago. So I went there, and this seat wasn't bolted down as you'd see in the other video. Gas can with an electric pump in there. That went out halfway through the trip. Luckily, the mechanical pump started working and started just sucking it through. Had it stuffed in a gas can. Ran out of gas once, and there's no accelerator pump, so every time it would die at a stoplight, I'd have to reach down. Good thing the doghouse wasn't on. I'd have to reach down and jump the solenoid on the starter there. But yeah, I made it home. About an hour trip home. Yeah, that was some pretty cool, fun roadkill stuff. Fun and not fun. Look at these tires. Oh, this dry rot. Man, these things are hot too. yeah, so I didn't go over 50 miles an hour until I got really close to the house, and then I was dipping around. But yeah, these tires are showing their age. But yeah, here it is. Let's see what kind of engine it has. I don't even know. Does it say? Where does it say at? Let's find out. Yeah, so he had a bad battery in there, threw a battery in. He said, yeah, the solenoid. I don't even know where the starter switch is supposed to be. I'm guessing here. And here's the shit he had for they had this pulled down from the wipers, and we're trying to jump it to get it started. But all I did was run a jumper straight to the positive side of the coil from this positive wire that they already had. So I had positive, and then I poured gas in there. And once I heard it fire up, I'm like, okay, now I just need to figure out a fuel system. Brakes worked pretty decent. Didn't try the radio, didn't try anything else because, like I said, the ignition switch isn't even on, so it's not giving power to half the stuff. This actually keeps coming in and out. Come on, baby. Oh, it's pushed out, that's why. Oh man, it was just on a minute ago. There it is. Now the dimmer switch isn't working. But headlights work. Didn't need them. No tail lights, no brake lights. This, she was really coming apart. $300. Definitely tell it was $300, but I don't know what the plan is yet. Take the damn thing apart. I mean, look, that's like the inside right there. This was flapping in the wind, about ready to come off. They gutted it out of everything good. Pretty much all the, see, no taillight lens. Busted, not even working, probably not even hooked up. No generator. They got all the goods out of it. They said they were going to make it into a mobile tattoo shop. This will be the first time I've ever been up here. Oh yeah, look at that. That is a sweet repair job right there. What is that? Some piece of fiberboard or something? Slick. The air conditioner's up there. Maybe it'll work. Oh, look at that. Roof vent about ripped off. Whew. So I don't know if it might be too far gone for me to want to do something with it. Or then again, I might just hillbillied enough to where it can be a sealed space and be used, or might gut it off and make like a big go-kart or something. I don't know. Check this thing out. Look at this. That's like queen size bed size up there. Oh, all this crap's got to come out, so let me get that taken care of. It sat for the last month or two until I decided to get it going because I had some interest in it. Somebody wanted to buy it. My original interest in it was to get it, and since it was like this and it was cheap enough, I figured, hey, it's a Dodge 318 or 360. I didn't know at the time, but I knew either way the engine and transmission would be at least worth it if I could get it home, even if the RV was a total scrap. And I was like, man, I could turn it into a big go-kart, you know, extend the steering wheel all the way back and put like a seat all the way at the tail end of this thing and make it into, cut all the RV end of it off and make it just literally a framed, or, you know, be a go-kart. Or I was like, well, if it's decent enough, I could turn it into an RV, you know, we could cruise around in, you know, because I've always kind of had tossed around the idea of an RV, cruising the family around with. But I had some interest. A couple people had stopped by and said, hey, how much would you sell it for? And I gave them a number, and they were like, oh, okay, yeah, give me a couple days. So I decided I'm going to get it running a little better for them to make sure that they make it home issue-free, and to play around with it a little bit and make a quick video. So you guys get to see it and see me get to have some fun with it and tag along the way. So this video is going to be about popping the doghouse back off, probably cleaning the carb, maybe check the spark plugs, things like that. Just a little tune in to make it run a little better, because right now it has almost no accelerator pump. I mean, I had to literally keep squirting gas in there sometimes with a gas bottle while I was driving. I had to drive home with no doghouse. You'll see in the video. So yeah, we'll just get right at it. I'm gonna set you up here and we'll get the doghouse. This passenger seat has to come off to get the doghouse off. And we'll get that off, get the carb off, we'll get that cleaned up, and then try to rip it around the yard. Quick rock around here. It's got nothing. They took everything out. What's in here? Shitter hoses. Ooh, a jack. Oh yeah. Look at that big old tire iron. Jack. That's cool. I didn't know that was in here. First time I checked that. But this is after actually I screwed all this stuff on, because all this was just flapping in the wind, and this actually wasn't even attached. I had to re-screw this on, put a couple screws in wherever the steel was so it would actually hold on, because this whole panel here was flapping in the wind when I was driving down the highway. This side not too bad. Roof looks like poop. This is what they've done to repair it. This is all the old stuff, but then they just started putting some old shower pieces on, and then the air conditioner is all busted up. Oh, that's hanging off. I'm not going to stand up there for fear of falling through. Alright, first thing you got to do is release that seat. Comes right up. Clip. Clip. And she comes right off. So now the stud's too tall. There we go. And I did confirm after I did confirm after getting it home that it is actually a 360 by checking the side of the block. I'm not a Mopar guy. This is only the second one I've ever owned, and I haven't been able to. I haven't kept anything. I plan on selling this too. Like I said, some guy wants to come by here real soon to get it. I would like to have a Mopar. Unfortunately, Mopars are expensive. The parts for Mopars are harder to find, harder to come by. And when you do find them, they're expensive. People love their Mopars. So what we're going to do now is pop the carb off, and then rig up some kind of ignition to where I don't have to have the doghouse off. And before, when I was starting it, I was just literally jumping a screwdriver off of the starter down there. So got to get something rigged up to the solenoid, and check if that works and all that, and get this thing to run better to where someone that isn't as knowledgeable as me can just hop in and press a button and go. So let's get at it. You see all that stuff in there? All this sand and grit and junk? That's why we're doing this. Because I'm sure we got blocked passages, blocked jets and things like that. It's going to clean up that accelerator pump here. That is, oh yeah, see, you wonder why that's not working. It's completely shredded. And you know it sucks. I don't think I have one to replace that, so I have to figure something out with that. But there we go. Let's get it dumped out. Okay, so the problem I just found after dumping that out and looking at the accelerator pump, it is dry, being that it's rubber and, 40 years old. It is cracked and split, so it was like, if it was pumping any fuel, it wasn't much at all. Well, I don't have a carburetor kit for this, and I don't plan on buying one, because like I said, I'm just selling this really cheap. Don't plan on doing a good tune-up on it. But what I found is this Edelbrock one is pretty close to the diameter of that. So I'm going to see if I can find a way to get this to stay on here to work for that. So we're going to try that. Let me see. I'll get back with you. Well, this is what I came up with. So I checked on a Quadrajet to see if that was similar. It was hard plastic, nothing the same, and too small. So I took the Edelbrock and just trimmed down the outside so I could get it down to that diameter. Use the old center that clips onto the center of the accelerator pump, the old rubber on that, to hold on the Edelbrock one, and let's see how it works. All right, I'm gonna do a quickie reassembly. Got it clean enough for the ones I run with. Alright, well, it took some fiddling, but I got it running really well now. Well, really well. Got it running decent. Pretty decent. So, big thing that was happening is the choke wasn't hooked up. This uses the heat from the exhaust port and all that to hold the choke open. And that wasn't hooked up, and being that it doesn't have an accelerator pump, that's pretty crucial for that. Accelerator pump still barely working. But I had to adjust the choke adjustment here out a little bit because it was crammed all the way in, and even at its lowest setting when it was running, it was still hanging open. So the throttle, the idle adjustment wasn't working past a certain point, so I had to adjust that out a little bit. Then it was running, started running real crappy for after a minute, and it started running real sluggish, like it was getting too much fuel. Gave it a couple taps on the top, so the float was just sticking for a second. Probably because there's no filter in line right now. It's just sucking whatever may be out of here out, so that's not good, but do what you got to do, I guess. Probably should stick a filter in between there if I can find one, just to keep it from getting gummed up right away again. But after I did that, I also saw something jiggling over here, and the number whatever this is on Chrysler's spark plug wire was just dangling around, just flopping around in there. After that, turn it on. Running. Okay, let's try ripping around the yard. Gasket. Sweet filter. There we go. That's not going anywhere. Okay. And the doghouse. Oh, got a wire hanging. That's what I was worried about. Clip. Two clip. Okay, she's on. Make sure she still starts. All right. Okay, let's button it up. Get this seat back on. How's this look? Good enough? Kill switch, engage. Okay. Reverse. Oh my gosh, does this thing run better. Dude, before this thing, like I said, I wish I would have got more video of it. Unfortunately, I did not. I didn't get this thing running like at all other than going down the road real quick. Let's put it down low. I didn't get like any video of it running, but it ran like crap. I mean, it was dying at stop signs, stop lights. I mean, it wouldn't restart, take a minute, and I'm sitting, like I said, this is camera out here to record this. Holy shit. Oh my god, this is more fun than you can have. This is the most fun you can have with clothes on. Oh my god. Alright, let me get the camera set up. Whoa, that's reverse. Apparently drifting an old crappy RV makes a bunch of parts fall off, like a window, exhaust pipe, the top rack when you bang it into trees. There's also another exhaust pipe out there. But oh my god, was that the most fun I've had in a long time. Holy shit. Well, that's back to being flappy, but that's alright. A couple screws, be as right as rain. Holy crap. Go out and buy a $300 RV and drift around your yard. Oh my god. Oh, that's the happiest I've been in a long time. Oh look, here's more parts. Look, knocking tree branches off with how tall that thing is. There's air conditioner pieces. I'm gonna be finding this crap all over my yard now. Oh god, look, here's, what's that, the drain cap? Oh, that's a poop pipe, ain't it? Poop pipe cap. Well, she does burnouts. this thing. I'm having too much fun. I'm gonna blow it up if I keep playing with it like this. Probably about out of gas too, so I'm gonna put this up. My yard's already looking like a racetrack. Sid, was that a good ride, buddy? Woo! Man, that was fun, wasn't it, bud? Holy crap. I hadn't had that much fun in a while, and I didn't think I'd have it in 1977 big-ass RV. Woo! All right, that's it for now. Hopefully the camera didn't cut out. I'm going to have to check that footage. That's it for this time. I got to quit while I'm ahead, or I'm going to blow this thing up. Woo! 1977 RV, $300. That's all I have in it, literally. Don't have another dime. I didn't put any oil in it. I didn't do anything other than clean up the cap, clean the carb, and rig up an ignition and things like that. A little gas can. That's it, $300. And I'm having this much fun in this thing. Oh, man. I don't know. I kind of want to keep it now. Let me know if you think I should keep it or if you think I should just send it on down the road to get something else. But this thing was a hell of a lot of fun. Way more fun than I thought I was going to have with an old crappy RV. Man, the 360 in this thing just freaking revs to the moon. I mean, I can't believe how easy it is to get this thing to hang sideways in the yard. And it does burnouts. Holy crap. That thing does great burnouts. All right, I'm out of here. I got to cut this off. I'm going to get this video edited, get it sent out to you guys. Thanks for watching. So this is your sign, I guess, to get out there and buy a $300 RV, hotwire it, and drive it like you stole it. Bam!
Suck it!
And that's it.